Hello everyone, this is Tarvesh, and this is going to be a post-theater review of the movie Ready or Not. In post-theater review, I'm literally just coming out of the theater, maybe, a half hour later because the theater's on the beach, and I have to drive back into town to get here. But I give my initial thoughts on movies, so let's get into what I thought about Ready or Not. One of the things I'm going to say right now is that I loved this movie because it was very much a sort of Evil Dead sort of movie. Very dark, very traumatizing with its brutality, but still very funny with its lean into dark humor. Samara Weaving, I think that's how you pronounce her first name, is Samara. It might be Samara, who knows. She does an amazing job as the protagonist, Grace. Everything that you see happen in the movie seems real, it seems visceral, it seems like it could happen. It's very grounded in reality up until like the very last 5 minutes or so. There's no point in the movie where you just tell her, no, don't do that, do this. No, don't go over there, go over here. Everything she does in the movie seems logical. It seems like a good idea. The things that happen to her are just probably going to use the word brutal about 4,000 times, but they are. They're extremely brutal. They're extremely gory. You can feel the pain when she screams, when something happens to her. And the movie is a fun balance of a sort of like an in-house, trapped in the house horror movie akin to like Halloween or Friday the 13th. But it's also got a very, not cabin in the woods. It's not cabin in the woodsy because she's not really in that situation. It's a really good combination of horror, dark comedy. There's one scene in there that I really wish would have kind of been pulled back because it's more Family Guy-ish than anything else. But other than that, the movie was pretty fantastic. All the cast manages to play their roles perfectly. You have the spastic sister-in-law, the one sister-in-law who will also do whatever it takes to stay in the family, the brother-in-law who's just a complete and utter airhead. You'll watch him actually take little breaks to YouTube on how to use his crossbow. You have the one brother who's like completely apathetic to the entire thing because he doesn't want to have to take part in it, but he still does reluctantly. It's a lot to really take in one sitting, but it's a constant thrill ride. Once that movie gets going, it's going, and it doesn't really stop. It gives you moments of levity with its comedy. It gives you moments of sincere hope as she's trying to escape, and then it gives you moments of, go, get them, turn the table. You want her to turn the tables on them. She goes from a very hesitant newcomer to the family to a very resolved survivalist in the matter of a few in-movie hours. I like the concept that the family, you find out, kind of made a deal with some strange mystical guy, and this guy promised that, the family would have good fortune and everything like that so long as they performed one ritual every time somebody joins the family, and the ritual just ends up being play a game and not always kill somebody. They just have to put a card in the box in this box, and once the person opens it, it tells them a game that they play. I believe one of them said that it was chess or checkers, and another one had to play something like backgammon or something like that, and it was no big deal. But unfortunately for Grace, she pulls hide and seek, and hide and seek is the one game where they have to kill the person who's playing it. And they come close a lot of times. You see a lot of people die. Ironically, and it kind of surprised me as well that none of the family members actually die until the very end. I thought we were going to see her kind of like turn the tables and go on a killing spree. It's actually kind of the opposite. Obviously, she's the survivor girl. They don't kill her, but she's not there. She's not trying to kill them. She's just trying to get away. She's just trying to survive. She's doing whatever she can to keep distance between her and them. And it makes for an interesting movie. This is definitely one that I would recommend going to see. Definitely one I would recommend putting into your DVD collection. I know it's going into mine the moment it comes out. It has a great twist at the end, sort of comedic. It's the only point where the ending is good because it helps to differentiate itself from other kind of like hide and seek horror movies, but it's a little bit of a letdown for me, not because of how the movie ends itself, just because of their reliance on very little and very unconvincing CGI. It's blink and you'll miss it CGI, but if you don't miss it, it's bad CGI. Other than that, there's not really too much else to say about this one. It is a interesting start, a really fun setup, an extremely fun thrill ride of a movie as you go through it. And I have to say that Samara Weaving, she does just an absolutely amazing job. I'm not sure if she's been anything else, but if she has, I haven't heard of it. And if she hasn't, this is an amazing breakout role for her. have to say, Star is Born, if this is her first role, because I was blown away. She was extremely convincing. The pain that she was going through really shone through, and everything that happened to her, you could just feel it. Not just from the way she reacted, but just the practical effects of the movie were really spot on. So yeah, I think this movie is great. I'll probably have somebody sit down with me and do a proper review of it once it comes out on DVD later on. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts for Ready or Not. So definitely give it a chance. Go out and see it or pick it up on DVD whenever you're hearing this. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little after the theater review. Have a great day and stay positive.